Hey everyone, welcome back to Northwest Elite Spirit, the channel you come to train your mind, body, and spirit. I'm Coach Brian. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do that now. Now today we're going to talk about something that may be having more of an effect on you than you might believe. And I got this idea for this video from posting in a few groups, some men's groups and some personal trainer groups. And in these groups, I was sharing that recently I ran 200 miles through the Gifford-Pinchot National Forest in 4 days, and I ran 100 miles in 35 hours on the Pacific Crest Trail. And I would get responses or comments from men in the men's group and from various personal trainers in the training group. I would never want to do that. Running 200 miles isn't something I would ever want to do. And I was expressing the fact that I did those things as a means to share that I could help anybody, do extraordinary things as well, not necessarily run 200 miles. And I think everybody in these groups understood that because that's what these groups are meant to do. But I think some people were intimidated by the feats. And that's why they were making these comments. And though these groups were meant to inspire people, these comments were quite the opposite. But, as always, I was able to flip it. And I'm using these comments as inspiration for this video. We're talking about the phrases, "I could never do that," or "I would never want to do that," and how they can be used to influence your mind and your action. Now, words have incredible power, and they can be used to shape our minds and our actions. And when someone says, "I could never do that," or "I would never want to do that," they may be expressing a lack of belief in themselves. But what happens when they're using it as a means to control your actions and your belief in yourself? Now, it's important to recognize when these words are being used to control us by, say, a well-meaning friend, a family member, a Facebook comment, or society at large. Often, the root of these phrases lies in fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of embarrassment, or fear of judgment. And when people begin to project their fears on us through statements like, "I could never do that," or "I would never do that," they impose their limitations on us. And it's important to recognize whether they're doing this consciously or unconsciously. And it's crucial to identify and separate our own desires and our own goals from the limitations others might want to impose on us. Now, the first step to breaking free from these limitations that others may want to impose on us is awareness. And once you're aware, you can start questioning these beliefs and begin to reframe your own mind and begin to challenge the "I can never" mentality. Instead of accepting the "I could never" mentality, ask yourself why you believe you can't do something. Break it down, analyze it, and see if it isn't truly coming from a place of fear rather than the fact that you can't do it. Remembering that growth happens outside of our comfort zones. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you. Seek out those who uplift you and support your dreams. A positive support system can counteract the negative impact of those who use negative comments to control you and limit you. Breaking free of the negative impact of phrases like "I could never" or "I would never" requires self-awareness, courage, and commitment to your personal growth. Don't let the words of others define your limits. Take control of your narrative, embrace challenges, and watch as your personal power grows. Once again, I'm wearing one of the shirts that you can find on my daughter's shop on Depop, peace_KS. Fear to the max is the theme of this one, perfectly fitting for this video. Once again, I'm Coach Brian at Northwest Elite Spirit, the channel you come to train your mind, body, and spirit. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do that now for more empowering content. If this video was helpful, like and comment below, share it with others, and as always, practice. Remember that the only limits that truly exist are the ones that we place on ourselves. For now, stay empowered, keep building. Thank you for letting me share.